my latest bio spice social blaster automation is fire. Yeah, guys, I don't know, like literally, I almost my brain is so cooked now because for the past like I don't know, 48 hours I was just working on some insane automations for my talent agency, for my luxury pet talent agency. So guys, check this out. This is the automation that I cooked up. For the longest time, I was like super lazy, like promoting like exactly what I do across socials with like all the hashtags, all the descriptions. It was just like really taking forever trying to type all the descriptions into whatever the video that I'm promoting. So I was like, damn, there gotta be a better way than that. So I whipped out this insane automation that literally just does that. It promotes the heck out of my bio link. So I'm sure you guys should already my bio link, but basically what it does, it takes the picture of my bio link and then it mixes it up together with a bunch of kind of workshops that I'm doing on a regular basis anyway, and it just blasts this across socials, and it does it all natively on my iPhone, and it does it in a way where it remixes some insane looking templates from CapCut together with my voice. So meaning, like, let's say I take a screenshot of a workshop, and what the workshop looks like, it just has a bunch of titles and there are a bunch of different workshops and whatnot. So what it does is it squabbles everything up, like all of those different workshops in a screenshot, and prescribes me and provides prescriptive recommendation directly in an iPhone, guiding me like, oh, like hey, log in into Insta, and it just logs in into Insta, and it just drops this pre-baked screenshot with the workshop, with it just looking absolutely insane. It opens up CapCut on the fly and just kind of creates creates combination of this content from my bio link in the workshop and allows me to mix it as well. So it's absolutely insane because typically what happens, guys, as you guys already know, like when you build your luxury pet brand, you need to like bundle things. But just like you bundle your physical products with your luxury pet brand, you also want to be bundling your digital products. And the way I'm introducing that innovative bundling, and by the way, guys, I haven't seen anybody do that because I don't think like anybody is thinking in the direction of like, hey, how the hell am I going to give my UGC creators a flexibility to promote the heck out of my products in an easy way where I could feed them into their iPhone the marketing angles from a centralized platform. I just haven't seen anybody like even think in that direction, but this is actually the direction of many brands that they want to take. They have a fire looking product and they'll be like, I bet let me go ahead and make some money with it. But by the way, I'm going to need some UGC creators. But by the way, not only am I going to need some UGC creators, I'm going to need to infuse some marketing angles in their content. But like, by the way, how the hell do I do that? Many of those UGC creators are like fire creators because they have iPhones, and you guys know social platforms like literally they punish you if you use any kind of automations or anything like this. But if you use native iPhone, it just they push you hard across socials, guys. So I discovered that I'm like, wait a second, like whatever the automation that I had were just kind of on a computer, but I don't want to feel like a process prisoner being in front of my computer. I'm always on the go. I want to spend money on the go. I don't really have time to be sitting in front of a computer getting my brain cooked. So what I did is I whipped out some insane automations. I came up with a crazy title, guys, for you. It's called Bio Spice Social Blaster. What it does, it takes your bio. Everybody got a bio. I know you guys got a bio. If you don't have a bio, man, you better go ahead and create one. It's free. You can go to like bio.link or whatever. Just create a free bio. They'll include all your socials in it and just make it spicy. Include like some your high ticket offer in there and make a link, and then just the way it works with this automation, guys, is it just takes my bio screenshot, combines it together with a bunch of workshops that I'm doing anyway when I'm on the go, and not just like one workshop, but multiple workshops. Remember, guys, the power of bundling. Remember the power of bundling, guys. Remember the power of bundling, right? Guys, if you want to succeed, you need to be introducing power of bundling, and of course, you don't want to get your brains cooked like by being too, I don't know, like too like talking about only one thing. People get bored quickly when you talk about one thing. Forget about that. What you're gonna do, you're gonna introduce the power of bundling into your side hustling, service delivery, life cycle as you're creating your luxury pet brand. Okay, guys? So just like I showed you how to introduce bundling into your actual physical products so this way you don't get cooked by Amazon sellers who are just selling things and like why should I like remember why would people buy from you versus Amazon sellers, guys? You got to think in that direction. Then you got to be like, I bet you know what those Amazon yeah I don't want to get cooked. I need to go ahead and have something some sort of a differentiation factor. And hello, guys. Thank you guys for jumping in and dropping your emojis. We got Francis over here. Thank you, guys. I'm actually, I grabbed some coffee. I figured I'd take you guys with me on the go and explain to you how crazy this automation is. And keep something in mind, guys. I'm not just describing like an automation. I'm describing how you build your feudal kingdom, how you build your luxury pet brand and spawn money, get other people to sell products to you, and then you like all you need, guys bunch of processes. But the processes, guys, those processes are hard as hell to start if nobody guides you and kind of explain like, oh, by the way, when you start ordering a bunch of supplies from TikTok, you're gonna get smoked if you don't have the differentiated product. But to do that, you need to introduce differentiation on the physical level, and then you'd be like, I bet, but what about the physical level? I mean, the digital level, yes, you definitely got to introduce the digital level differentiations. So, guys, we talked about the physical, we talked about the digital stuff, but like, what is this thing, the bio spice? And why did I call it spice? Is this like a cologne spice? No, guys, this is not a cologne. This is, I don't know. I don't know what I smoked up that day, but I was like, I need to differentiate my brand somehow. I need to somehow I was tired of being a process prisoner, like thinking of descriptions, what to say, logging in into each social platform and like pasting thing and man, this is like cooks my brain so hard. I was like, that's it. This enough is enough. So I spent literally like for 48 hours straight, guys, building, engineering, and designing those Freedom Fusion automations. Granted, I I sleep as well in between. But check this out. I whipped them out. I whipped them out good. They came out good, guys. They came out real good. Now, check this out though. You're probably not seeing too many of those bio spicy videos on YouTube because videos is real. Like YouTube is really sharp about anything that you introduce onto YouTube, especially if you start including any AI videos. So to bypass that, guys, here's what I did. So, guys, here's what I did. I did something incredible. What I did is I figured out a way for how to break into YouTube algorithm using kind of a very varied workflows. I have semi-automatic and fully automatic workflows for YouTube, but not just like for YouTube. I don't, guys. When I build a business, I don't think of just YouTube. I think of many different platforms. Basically, like here's the thing: for my business to survive, it needs to be across many different platforms. And when that happens, like obviously with this automation, what I want to do is blast content across multiple platforms. But I don't want to be using any of those tools out there that are just like that are useless out there because they use APIs and platforms don't like that. They ban you right away and you're not going to get any leads or anything like this. Now you could still use some APIs and some automation depending on how you format it. Sometimes it's not about APIs; it just depends on the format. But the way I discovered for what works, guys, as soon as I discovered what works, guys, I immediately stopped telling everybody what works. Instead, I just literally operationalized them directly in my workflows, guys. Directly in my talent agency workflows, I went ahead and I operationalized what works. So I'm going to tell you exactly what works. Whether or not you choose to operationalize it, I'm going to leave it up to you. So check this out. The first thing that works, and 100% sure, I'm 100% sure that this works, guys, is when you go live, to sell your product, you don't want to go live selling your product unless you have a couple of AI bots behind the scenes pumping you up right before that. What I mean by that, guys, this is not explained anywhere, guys, by the way. This is not taught in college. This is just legit tea. The tea, as soon as you drink it, you'll be like, damn, I want some more. Guys, look, here's what works. When you go live, right? Nobody sees you. You have like one or two views. That's the reality. That's the modern day reality. So how do you solve that problem? Well, you use Freedom Fusion automations, the one that I cooked up. Now, if you don't use it, then you're just gonna have like one or two views. If you use it, you could have thousands of views. Now, not direct, not I don't mean just like your regular live where you go. Right now, I have only like two views only. Why am I so confident in this? The reason why, guys, is because it's irrelevant how many views you have when you go live. Even if you have two views, I have literally some strategies. As soon as you hit those two views when you go live, you repurpose the content automatic. It gets repurposed automatically, and you get thousands right away. Thousands. So like, I see a lot of people freaking out and be like, "Oh, I only got two views." I'm like, "Damn, I don't, I'm not succeeding," because you are not getting the correct advice from the right people, guys. You're getting the advice from gurus out there who only specialize in selling you automations. I don't specialize in that, guys. I specialize in my brand, my luxury pet brand, and I wanted to succeed. But to do that, I had a problem, and the problem was like, man, anytime I go live, first of all, I had no views. Second of all, I had even after I go live, I had no views. And third of all, nobody was interested in any of my content. And that's the reality. That's the reality, modern day reality for pretty much almost anybody else who's starting out, who's trying to build anything at all. That's the reality. Now, how do you solve that problem? What I did for my talent agency, once again, guys, I say for my talent agency. I didn't do it for you. I did it for my talent agency. But you could listen and kind of observe and see if this is something that you want to also implement. So check this out. The first thing I did, I integrated very unique spicing technique. Sort of like when you spice up different types of vegetables and meats. I did the same exact thing with my BioLink and my workshops. When I go live, my first bot, what it does, it takes the screenshots from the workshops, from the bundled version of the workshop. Okay. The next thing, what happens is this screenshot goes through the optical character recognition process. So basically, what I do is I cook it up a little bit using OCR, optical character recognition, and what it does is just like takes a bunch of context out of the workshop, out of the bundled workshops, and then this is where the magic happens, guys. Once I cook everything up, like so, let me back out a little bit and explain to you exactly what's happening, so this way you understand. And of course, obviously, in my case, it was a game changer. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but anyway, look, here's here's what I discovered, guys. I discovered the following thing: when you're a brand, luxury pet brand, and you are, hiring a bunch of UGC creators, and you're trying to make those sales for your luxury pet, I don't know, brush or whatever it is that you're selling, the most hardest thing for you to do is not the product, is not the research of the product, it's not the winning product, it's none of that. The hardest part is getting those UGC creators to create content for your product in a way, so this way it actually gets sold. So now, granted, there are some good UGC creators. Like if you hire an influencer who has like 100 thousands of views, whatever the followers, and they pump something out, you're gonna be good. But who knows? Maybe you won't be good. Maybe you overpaid for that influencer. And do you want to take that chance, or perhaps do you want to reduce your costs and make profits, guys? So, question is, do you want to take a chance, or and make bigger profits, or do you want to succeed? So this is how it works, guys. If you want to succeed, you need to have a UGC creator that is operationalized. Okay? Imagine having an operationalized UGC creator for your brand, guys. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what it would do for your brand if you have a operationalized UGC creator who creates content based on whatever the type of marketing angles that they use into their workflows on the go? I don't know about you guys. But for me, it was a game changer. Now, of course, I'm wearing multiple hats. In a way, I am sort of like a UGC creator and also a feudal lord. So this is why it's such a big deal because while building my international talent agency, guys, the first thing that I think of is how do I simplify things for my UGC creators. That's the first thing I think of. How do I simplify things for my UGC creators? Guys, trust me, those Freedom Fusion automations, the one that I cooked up, oh my God, man, they make a huge difference, guys. I started getting incredible results. Granted, I did spend 48 hours building them. My brain is so cooked, guys, after building them. But wow, I had no idea. I had no idea that I'm gonna have such incredible results, guys. Holy smokes! Like this works for any brand, guys. For any brand, regardless of what business you're in. This thing just prints. Mm. Wow, wow, guys. What I did for you is I didn't do anything at all for you. I did it for my talent agency. But what I'm telling you right now is I built this automation and I showed it to you directly in my community. If you wanted to join that community, check it out, jump in. You're gonna love it. Now, just remember, when you join my community, you're gonna see a bunch of like automations, bunch of guides, etc. Go through ThreadStack first, okay? Go through ThreadStack Digital Power Bundle first. Go through it first, and then jump into other Freedom Fusion automations. I describe Freedom Fusion automations also in my ThreadStack Digital Power Bundle. Okay? So jump into it first. You're going to see incredible ways, guys, for how you could increase efficiency by combining your workshops across multiple socials. Woohoo! You have no chance but to succeed using those automations, guys. I mean, no choice, no choice, but not no chance, but no choice but to succeed using those automations, guys. Okay? So, what does the automation do? Here's what it does, guys. It takes a screenshot of the bundled workshops. On a typical basis, I make close to maybe like 10 to 15 workshops, and they're all bundled and they have different topics. So when I blast those workshops, what I do is I run this automation, it takes a screenshot. Once it takes a screenshot, it comes back to me natively on my iPhone. And so this way, I'm not sitting in front of a computer. I could be on the go. And then it just says, oh, by the way, looks like we got this fire bundled workshops. Let me go ahead and like mix them up together for you in a personalized message that is cooked up and prepared for TikTok, Insta, Pinterest, and all of those other socials. And it does it directly on my phone, and then it just comes back to me and says, by the way, do you want to remix anything extra? And I'm like, yeah, I bet. And I go ahead and I remix a little bit of extra bundling kind of key phrases based on what I see in the screenshot, and then it includes everything and squabbles everything up in a very powerful, engaging video. And a bunch of other apps pops up like CapCut, etc. It allows me to stitch it all together and then just blast it across socials. But basically, that's what I cooked up. Super easy, and it provides prescriptive recommendations across multiple apps, guys. How far is that? This alone took me close to a year and a half to figure out how to pull it off. The biggest thing, guys, is like figuring out how to pull it off, and bake it for your process, for your business flow process. So check this out. If you are a TikTok shop brand owner and you have a bunch of UGC creators and you're trying to promote products and nobody's buying those products, but you know for a fact that you could minimize the costs for having to pay to those UGC creators just by having few people that you hire that will do things for you, but somehow you need to be sort of like a UGC creator in their mind. Like, how do you do this? How do you pass on the knowledge of a UGC creator to somebody like who you hire, so this way you don't have to pay too expensive UGC creators, and where you pass on your knowledge and everything that is needed to be executed by those UGC creators, so this way they create a fire-looking video for your product. How do you do that? Well, that's where Freedom Fusion automations come in, guys. Prescriptive guided recommendations for your UGC creators. How far is that? Incredible, guys. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be expanding the Freedom Fusion automations, guys, into UGC Creator Series. So if you're a UGC creator, and let's say you want to work with a brand, if your brand does not provide this management for uh, like for their UGC creators, and you're part of that, you part of that talent agency or whatever, and they're not providing that, then you should immediately ask yourself, do I really want to be associated with a brand that doesn't make it possible for me to succeed? That's the first question you should be asking yourself. Do I really want to be associated with a talent agency that doesn't help me to succeed? So this is the reason why I'm building this automation. This automation helps UGC creators succeed. Now, granted, if you come back to me and say, Rome, I kind of want to strike on my own. I've been a UGC creator for quite some time. I kind of want to become the feudal lord myself, and I want to be my own brand owner and have other people create TikToks for me and spend money. Now, if you come to me and say that, I'd be like, I bet we do have a community, TikTok Shop Dropshipping 101, and of course, we'll walk you through the process, how to find the winning products, how to do the research to make sure that you don't get cooked, and how to bundle up your physical offers and digital offers. Like this automation that I cooked up is absolutely insane, guys, because what it does, it taps into the power of bundling. Have you ever guys heard of the power of bundling? When you go to like Amazon and you try to buy something and you see a bunch of bundled products and you just buy as a bundle because it's cheaper. The same thing here, guys. The same thing here. Now, here's how it works, guys. Here's how it works. So if you're a UGC creator and thinking to yourself, well, yeah, I think it would be fire if I finally became a feudal lord. And then you'd be like, you come to me and you'd be like, what do I need to do to become a feudal lord? And I'm like, I bet. The first thing is you join my community. It's free. TikTok Shop Dropshipping 101. You are provided with a product, and you run ads for this product. And of course, that product is provided by my talent agency, Freedom Fusion System. And you run with it. You get experience for running ads. So this way you get this warm and fuzzy feeling. And then you provide it with the next pills of freedom for you to finally graduate and become that feudal lord. Each pill of freedom is formatted in Notion and tightly packed with Notebook LM and a bunch of other things that are inside of that pill of freedom, ranging from metadata such as what is the pain point, what is the struggle, what is the challenge, and what is the solution. So those pills of freedom, you constantly pop, they get dropped automatically to you in our Slack channel when you join our community and in your email as well. You pop them, you get smarter, exponentially smarter, guys. So much smarter, guys. Like literally this year, I became multimillionaire, guys. Multimillionaire. Now, of course, granted, it wasn't because of this, but needless to say, that should kind of, get you to, I don't know, maybe listen a little closely. Don't listen closely when I tell him I'm not a multimillionaire. But yeah, in all seriousness, I became one this year. But it wasn't from TikTok Shop Dropshipping. It wasn't from, I don't know, luxury pet brand. It wasn't from any of that, guys. It was from stocks and real estate. Needless to say, if you want my professional advice and you want some help with that, I do provide mentorship. It's only $14.99 per month, where you could ask someone questions in cybersecurity, robotics, AI automation, stocks, taxes, real estate, anything like this, anything relevant to that. You're going to get a way better advice than from a professional that you'll go to, who's like in a narrow-oriented field. Why? Because I could see multiple angles from multiple professions. I had many lawyers who I created exams for. Well, not exams, but study guides. And thousands of them went through my guides. The same thing for CPAs, accountants. I'm a former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, full stack cybersecurity and cloud engineer. I'm well versed across multiple clouds, AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, you name it. And of course, I have my own talent agency, international talent agency, my own luxury pet brand talent agency, and my own luxury pet store as well. So, how do I do that on a part-time basis? And is it possible? The answer is yes, guys. Absolutely, it's possible. But you need to squabble up together with us and help other luxury pet moms and bougie boss, sis, and digital sis discover freedom. That's the only way. You got to serve the feudal lords. It's either A, you're the feudal lord, or B, you're becoming aspiring feudal lord, which makes you as a side hustler. And of course, so it's either A, you feudal lord, or you're a side hustler. That's basically how it works. So, depending on which one are you. And of course, upon this journey, you discover your avatar. When I discovered my avatar, guys, I wrote an article today about, I don't know, do you guys drink Pepsi? You guys drink Pepsi? How many of you guys drink Pepsi? Fun fact, did you know that billion-dollar company named Pepsi created a drink called Freedom Fusion right after my company's name? How many of you knew that? And that only happened in 2024, and I didn't have any skills at all in digital face-based marketing or how to spill tea at all. Zero skills a year and a half ago. Oh, I apologize. I'm still drinking some coffee. Now, where were we? Okay, so can we continue talking back again the automations that I cooked up, innovative automations that I promise you guys they're gonna be so fire. You're gonna be like, you're gonna come back to me. You're probably gonna come back crying to me and saying, Rome, I didn't realize how much time those automations save for my brand. Typically that's what happens with many moms over 40. They come back crying to me and they only say like, oh man, I only wish I discovered your content a while back. And I tell them, well, look, a lot of companies, they specialize in many different things, but our emphasis is bougie boss moms over 40, luxury pet moms over 40 who are pet lovers and wanted to grow their stores, luxury pet stores, and really want help. And that's what we do. We provide that help. And of course, guys, if you're interested in helping those bougie boss moms over 40, definitely join my community, and I'd love to help you guys out. But not from the standpoint of like holding you by your hand through every entire process. This is something my feudal hustlers can do for you. And of course, for that, there'll be a more premium fee associated with it. But needless to say, your first entry point is definitely my free community where you can get access to me, to my workshops, where you could ask questions and get access to my Threads Stack Digital Power Bundle. So, which is incredible power bundle for anybody who wants to grow on Threads and across socials and monetize their pets, cats, kids, and dogs, and do so with style. Now, guys, there is a reason why Pepsi, a billion-dollar company, created a drink after my company's name just 2 months into me doing my crazy little marketing. And that reason is very unique, fast-pacing marketing in a limitless way, like without limits, just going straight for the kill. This is the reason. There's a reason why they created a drink. They've seen something, and regular people didn't see anything in me. They saw like I don't know what they saw. They didn't see anything in me. So I was like, well, apparently billion-dollar companies see something in me, but not regular people don't. I'm doing something wrong with my marketing. So that's when I started like learning a little bit more about marketing and automations. And once I discovered what works, immediately I started packaging all of my solutions into what's called Freedom Fusion automations. So those automations are really like literally the name speaks it all. They're a fusion of different types of freedom-related automations that help you save incredible amount of time. Now, granted, some of you will say, "Well, I don't believe that," and I say, "Well, take a look, jump into my community. You'll probably see close to over 4,000 different workshops, close to 20 different guides. You'll see different types of automations. You look at my bio link. You can download many of those automations for free. But at the end of the day, none of that is going to matter to you if you don't have the direction, if you don't have guidance, accountability, encouragement, and support. And of course, that's what we provide inside of my community in combination with all coaches that can help you grow your feudal kingdom, whatever that feudal kingdom may be. Sometimes your feudal kingdom could be having your own TikTok shop dropshipping store in combination with Amazon and Shopify and eBay store in combination of all sorts of e-com stores combined together. Perhaps that is your feudal kingdom. Or in other cases, it could be just building your very own talent agency. Whatever the case may be, whatever your feudal kingdom is, our talent agency is here to help. Now, of course, how do we help? We don't help for free. Obviously, you help us. You scratch our back. We scratch yours. That's how it works. And of course, guys, the first thing that I have some learn and earn opportunities for a couple of Freedom Fusion automations that you could build. Now, one of them is Bio Spice Social Blaster. Oh my God, this one is just like, this one hit me hard. I mean, this automation, I don't know why I didn't cook it up before. But guess what? Only iOS 26 came out, last week? Maybe that is the reason why. As soon as it did, I went ahead and I created that real quick. So what does it do? I'm sure you guys are familiar, as I mentioned, all of you have a bio link. Don't tell me, guys, you don't have a bio link. Don't tell me you don't have a bio link. If you don't, go ahead and register. It's free. Bio.link. Now, so what it does, the automation, Freedom Fusion Automation, Bio Spice Social Blaster. What does it do? Well, the name says it all. It spices up your bio, and then it just blasts it across multiple socials. And it's one of our Freedom Fusion automations. Now, some of you will say, well, well, why does it work for me? Why should I worry about that? Like, like why is it a big deal for me? Well, guys, look, I went through a year and a half of many trials, triumphs, and tribulations, trying to figure out what is the best way to convert my leads into loyal customers and how do you bring them to me. Lots of kind of brainstorming went into it, and I came to one conclusion that yes, you have to do certain things, and yes, those things are boring manually, but they suck. That's what I came to the conclusion, and immediately I don't want that because over time I realized there's a lot of manual things, and they all suck. And sometimes you see me post some of the videos like everything sucks. Just kidding. Have you seen this video yet on one of the short form videos from one of the bougie boss moms? That's right, guys. We provide talent management services for luxury bougie boss moms over 40. If you have one and have a hidden talent that needs to be unlocked but not quite sure how to get through to your ideal customer profile, well, then squabble up together with us, Freedom Fusion System, and Feudal Hustlers. So our Feudal Hustlers are like top-ranking generals. They literally help you infuse information into your brain and with the pills of freedom. Once again, guys, you pop those pills of freedom in our Feudal Incubator, our custom coaching program, designated for bougie boss moms over 40, and our latest extension into digital sis. Somehow digital sis are so receptive, and they be like, damn, this is fire. I want this. I want this like spiced up BioLink in combo with workshops because I've been a process prisoner trying to do this manually, getting stressed out. Do you guys know why you're getting stressed out? Because of doing those things manually. Guys, would you rather get some sleep and have more vacation and spend more time with your pets and dogs, or I don't know, getting your brain cooked? I mean, you decide, guys. I'll leave it up to you. But heck, if I had to choose, I'd say no. I would want something. I would not want to have my brain cooked. I would want to have repetitive processes that I could just, with a push of a button, or heck, even the voice, even your voice, or heck, forget about the voice, just with infusion of daily habits scheduled, randomized throughout the day, where you get a little friendly pop up on the phone saying, by the way, you got to blast that bio link across socials. Even that prescriptive recommendation, just this prescriptive recommendation on the go, on the fly, regardless if you're in front of your computer or not, just that factor alone could level up your brand building game like exponentially, guys. Just one stupid routine like that, where you just get a once in a blue moon, you get a little, hey, by the way, I'm about to blast your bio link across socials. Are you okay with that? And you'll be like, I bet. Just that alone, this automation alone, just that alone made a huge difference because I'm always gonna go. I don't know, like when am I gonna post my bio link? And I'm like, and as you, and not only my bio link, but my workshops, and I have like 4,000 workshops, guys. The last thing I want to do is be like, scrolling through, I don't know, all of those 4,000 workshops and like taking a screenshot manually through each one of them and then writing the description and like manual. Like, are you guys kidding me? It's crazy. You don't want to do that.